Hendrik Sybrandy reports on a new type of training intended to counter this threat.
Gunshots ring out at the Fort Carson Army installation in Colorado Springs. Inside this building, 3 suspects are on the ground. A 4th is still at large.
We believe that he's barricaded in an office with a possible hostage. We haven't confirmed that yet.
Fort Carson's special response team rushes in.
All units on scene.
On this morning, though, the victims are simply acting. This active shooter incident is not real.
It's an evolving threat, and it's one that we need to be prepared for, and that's really what this exercise is all about.
It's a type of training that increasing numbers of U.S. police officers and military members now receive. Active shooter incidents like the one in Chattanooga, Tennessee in July, at the Charlie Hebdo offices in Paris in January, or in Mumbai, India back in 2008, have prompted law enforcement to take this sort of threat much more seriously.
Anything that you plan for, you're typically going to perform better on than if it's something that comes out of the blue or is a surprise to you.
Here in Denver, police have elaborate plans in place in case the Colorado State Capitol or any of the buildings that make up downtown were to be attacked. This exercise last year,
we identified some vulnerabilities,
convinced police commanders that paramedics and firefighters should be more involved in the tactical response. Many cops were issued tourniquets to stop bleeding.
Ultimately, we want to get better at everything that we do.
Copy. Do you have ID on her?
Fort Carson has incorporated long rifles and shotguns into its response, and it now teaches officers to storm buildings by themselves rather than in groups of 4.
We don't typically wait. We like to get to the actual sounds of violence, so that way we prevent mass killings as best as we possibly can.
Army officials say it's not a matter of if a real active shooter incident happens here, but when.
And the threat doesn't discriminate, so it's a matter of how are we going to counter that threat.
We plan for the worst. And we train for the worst.
Practice may not prevent every casualty, but those in charge of this intensive training say it can help. Hendrik Sybrandy, CCTV, Denver.